The neon glow of the Las Vegas Strip always filled me with a strange mixture of excitement and unease. As a freelance photographer, I had captured the city's vibrant lights and chaotic energy many times before, but this trip was different. I had received a mysterious email from an anonymous source, urging me to explore the hidden, darker side of Sin City. Curiosity got the best of me, and I found myself wandering away from the glamorous casinos and bustling crowds. The email provided coordinates that led me to an old, dilapidated building on the outskirts of the city. It stood in stark contrast to the glitzy facade of the Strip, shrouded in darkness. With my camera slung over my shoulder, I cautiously entered the eerie building. The air inside was heavy, and the creaking floorboards beneath my feet seemed to echo through the empty halls. The only source of light was a flickering fluorescent bulb dangling from the ceiling. As I explored the desolate rooms, I stumbled upon a series of unsettling murals that adorned the decaying walls. Each painting depicted disturbing scenes of twisted, contorted figures engaged in nightmarish activities. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched, but the empty, lifeless eyes of the painted figures made it impossible to pinpoint the source. Deeper into the building, I discovered a hidden staircase that led me into a dimly lit basement. The air grew colder, and the scent of mildew became more pronounced. The basement seemed to stretch on endlessly, with winding corridors that twisted and turned like a maze. My heart raced as I came across a room filled with dusty old photographs. The images depicted a sinister side of Las Vegas that I had never seen before. Grainy black and white photos captured grotesque rituals, masked figures, and bizarre symbols etched into the desert sand. The email's warning echoed in my mind, urging me to turn back, but the journalist in me pressed on. The further I delved into the basement, the more the atmosphere shifted. Strange whispers reverberated through the air, and the temperature dropped to an unsettling chill. Shadows danced along the walls, morphing into indiscernible shapes that seemed to move independently of any light source. Eventually, I stumbled upon a hidden chamber that served as the epicenter of the eerie underground complex. The walls were adorned with intricate symbols that pulsed with an otherworldly energy. In the center of the room, a haunting altar stood, surrounded by a circle of flickering candles. My breath caught as I witnessed a group of hooded figures surrounding the altar, engaged in a chilling ceremony. Their movements were synchronized, their chanting filled with an otherworldly cadence that sent shivers down my spine. The room seemed to pulsate with a malevolent force, and I realized I had stumbled upon something beyond my comprehension. In a moment of sheer terror, one of the hooded figures turned toward me. The hood obscured their face, but I felt a gaze piercing through the darkness. Panic set in, and I fumbled with my camera, desperate to capture evidence of the sinister ritual unfolding before me. As the flash of my camera illuminated the room, the figures abruptly stopped their chanting. The sudden silence was deafening. The hooded figure that had locked eyes with me slowly raised an arm, pointing directly at where I stood. Without a moment's hesitation, I turned and fled from the underground chamber. Panic fueled my sprint through the winding corridors, and the echoes of my footsteps mingled with the disconcerting whispers that seemed to follow me. The oppressive darkness seemed to close in around me, threatening to swallow me whole. Finally, I burst out of the dilapidated building into the cool night air. Gasping for breath, I looked back at the ominous structure that concealed the horrifying secrets of Las Vegas. The email's warning had proven true, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I had uncovered a dark underbelly that the city desperately tried to keep hidden. As I made my way back to the glittering lights of the Strip, I couldn't shake the feeling that the hooded figures were still watching, their eyes penetrating the darkness. Las Vegas, with all its glamour, had a sinister secret lurking in its shadows, a secret that I, unwittingly, had stumbled upon.